Hello, my beautiful, darling Taurus. How are you doing, honey? My name is SimplyVelca, and today I'm going to be doing your weekly tarot horoscope reading, Taurus, for September 2021, getting into October now. Can y'all believe it already? Remember, it doesn't matter what you identify as, Taurus. He, she, they, them, anything in that spectrum or outside of that spectrum, darling. It's not my business what you identify as. It's just my business if it resonates with you or not. So if it does, be sure to let me know in the comments below how the cards resonate with you. And also, if you do enjoy this tarot reading today, or you just enjoy my vibe today, Taurus, I would really appreciate it if you were to give this tarot reading a like and subscribe, because it does help me out a lot, and I always appreciate it when you do that extra step to support me in that way, Taurus. Put this in perspective, though, darling, that I'm just a man reading some tarot cards to you. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could. Take the cards that resonate, leave what doesn't, because I'm not going to be offended by it. I believe tarot cards are just here, darling Taurus, to give you some food for thought for today, a perspective to be considering, but never making the choices in your life, darling. So with all that being said, Taurus, let's just jump into your weekly tarot reading, darling. How's that sound? If you would like to book a private personal reading with me, my website's always linked down below, simplyvelca.com as well. Keep that in mind. I will never reach out to you and tell you to just email me or what all, those scammers, honey. So let's get into this reading today, Taurus, to see what's going on with you, darling, and we'll just allow the tarot cards to go. Baby. We have the Tower card coming in here. Ooh, Taurus, what is going on, darling? The Ten of Swords. Ooh. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. And then the Star card. Okay, I like this. I like where we're going with this, darling. I'm also going to be pulling a card to see just the overall theme for this week for you, Taurus. What the general energy for this week is going to be looking like for you, Taurus. Let's see what's up, darling. We have the Three of Cups two cards I wanted to come out. Three of Cups is one of them, which is looking good, darling. That's the card of victory and celebration, as well as the Emperor card, wisdom and passion. So very much so like a happy harvest, Taurus. I do feel like this makes me really glad. I was already, when I saw the Star card, I was like, immediately my brain, I was just like, oh, okay. Like maybe, you are just putting closures to things, darling, Taurus, to get closer to your goal, whatever your objective is. And this confirms it, right? The Emperor card in this Three of Cups here, it feels like you guys are doing a big move, making a big move, a big step towards whatever it is you're trying to create for your life, Taurus, which just makes me really happy for you. Now obviously with this Tower card and that Ten of Swords, tens representing closures to cycles, Taurus, this showcases the sense of like the big moves that you're having to make is just giant upheavals. Some of you guys, Taurus, you may be letting go of some type of friend group dynamic. For other of you guys, it could be just in terms of just like letting go of just in the sense of like letting go, raising the standard, I feel, for the people that you keep around yourself, just the overall energy. It just feels as if you guys are up leveling, Taurus. I'm being shown a cocoon right now. Now, I'm not going to go into the corny narrative of like a butterfly, like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly, darling, which is a fabulous narrative, but it's just like, I'm not really one for corny messages, or at least I try to steer away from that anyways, Taurus. Sometimes it doesn't always work. But in this sense, like I feel as if the representation that I'm being shown for this, Taurus, for y'all, is that it's necessary for the butterfly to leave the cocoon where it's at, right? Imagine a butterfly, a gorgeous monarch, darling, or a moth. Some of you guys, I just heard, Taurus, that some of you guys want to like you enjoy a moth more, and they are kind of like a slept on insect or bug. I don't know what they identify as, but it don't matter, darling, right? You imagine like a butterfly trying to take a cocoon with them as they try to fly off and go into bigger and better surroundings. It's like, no, darling, you have to leave where that home space, that environment where the cocoon is. You can't take that cocoon with you because it's served its purpose. It's ran its course for you, Taurus. And I feel like that's kind of the main theme for you guys, right? The only way for you guys to reach your star objective, what it is that you're craving so badly, is to really just move on from things, Taurus. And I feel like that's what it is that you guys are doing, right? I do feel as if this is in your control, Taurus. I feel like you guys are making the decisions to move into a new direction, which I just really enjoy for you guys, right? I don't know. It feels like you guys are leaving a lot of heaviness into the past, which it doesn't make me happy, Taurus. Obviously, that you guys dealt with a bunch of pain, right? Dealt with a bunch of swords being stabbed into your back in whatever way that looks like for you, Taurus. But it makes me happy in the sense that you're keeping it moving. You guys are not falling victim to this and allowing this situation here to stop you from progressing in life. You acknowledge being like, like whatever it is that you're trying to go after, your goals and your dreams, darling. You acknowledge that you have to keep it moving, that you cannot allow these small things or these things to keep you from your ultimate goal, to keep you from what it is that you're trying to accomplish, darling, right, Taurus? So let's see here. Let's get a moon oracle card here for this spread. We have the full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get into the way for this, Leo. So for some of you guys, this might be a sign or a message or where it's just like, Taurus, that you have to be willing to admit to yourself that maybe you made a mistake in putting your trust into the wrong people, darling. Made some bad investments, right? But you don't allow your pride to get into the way of going after what it is that you want, right? This is a sense where the lion doesn't care for the opinions of sheep, right? Don't mind me, Taurus. I've been rewatching Game of Thrones, darling. So whenever I see the full moon in Leo and I saw that lion, I'm just like, oh, honey, that's a quote from Mrs. Game of Thrones. Well, it didn't come from Game of Thrones, but you know if you know, darling. So yeah, it's a very interesting perspective, Taurus. Pride does not pay the bills, darling. Pride does not pay the bills. So let's get some greater perspective in regards to this, Taurus, right, before we continue on. We have the King of Pentacles, so you guys are in the name of trying to build a stronger foundation for yourself, and you have to move on, right? Five of Cups, you have to look into a new direction with things. I do feel as if that some of you guys, Taurus, you may have just made like a bad investment when it comes to somebody, right? Maybe you're banking on the potential of somebody, and someone just didn't live up to that potential, or a situation didn't live up to that potential, Taurus, which it sucks, but it does happen to the best of us, darling, doesn't it? Sometimes we'll just see the potential in somebody and be like, oh man, if they just were to act right, if this situation were to just be proper, then it would just be so gorgeous for you guys, right? So let's see what's to come for you guys. What is in the works for my Tauruses right now? Ooh, the cards are already coming, honey. Let's see here. We have the Death card, if that wasn't more official enough, darling. The Death card coming in here with the Lovers card coming in here. And then finally, we have the Chariot card stepping forward for you, Taurus. So it does feel as if that, this card is pointing out, Two of Pentacles. You guys, a lot of you Tauruses are just have been in this struggle of being like trying to make the right choices for yourself. It does feel as if like this closure that is inevitably coming for you guys, Taurus. There is some mixed feelings in regards to this, I feel, and it may be just because of like how at one point in time the situation served you, right? I do feel as if there's some type of emotional obligation connected to this, Taurus, but correct me if I'm wrong, darling, right? Let's continue on with some clarifiers. Eight of Swords coming in here, but the situation here, Knight of Wands, as well as the Knight of Cups. This is interesting, Taurus, because it's just like you realize that the situation, maybe at one point it was serving you, darling, but now I feel like it's just keeping you down, right? I'm not going to be that tarot reader that sings the songs that come into their mind because, honey, I'm not, we don't hit any type of notes here, darling, right? So I'll spare y'all's ears. But it's just, there's that one song called I'm Not Locked Down, darling, from T Real. You'll know that song. You're my people if you know that song. It's the early 2000s song. Knight of Wands here with this Knight of Cups. This situation here, it served its course, it served its purpose, but now like the sense of obligation that you have towards the situation, I feel like it's just keeping you limited, Taurus. I feel like you need to be moving into a new direction, right? You need to make yourself more open to different opportunities. This Knight of Wands here, I do feel as if this is relating to a specific type of person, if I'm going to be honest here. This Knight of Wands is a situation of where maybe you were trying to make it work with a certain type of individual, but it was too, what is the word that I'm thinking of, Taurus, where it's just like too unstable. I mean, I guess that's the word we can use for this, is unstable, but there was a more scientific name for it that I was thinking of, but too combustible. I don't know, darling. It just feels as if like it's just not reliable energy here, and because of this unreliability that this Knight of Wands is exuding in this situation, whether it's in your job or a person, Taurus, like that's what's keeping you down. That's what's keeping you limited and stopping you from going after going into new opportunities with that Knight of Cups, Taurus. And so while I see you guys at this current point in time, Taurus, kind of really having an internal struggle with, really putting a closure to this, allowing this sense of obligation to pass by and, putting yourself first, right? You should have, first and foremost, Taurus, have a sense of obligation towards your own life over other people. Remember, Taurus, that you live your own life. No one else can live the life for you, right? Sometimes you have to make the hard choices in moving on from people, even if they didn't necessarily mean it, even if they have good intentions, Taurus. This is, I feel like, a time for you guys to just be okay, or be at peace rather, with walking away from the situation. And so let's get a message of seeing what's to come for you guys. What is going to be coming into fruition with this Wheel of Fortune, darling? Right off the bat, I like this. Two more. Page of Pentacles. Ooh, darling. Whatever is coming in is like a lot more really profitable for you. Hanged Man. So I like this a lot for you, Taurus. You know, this situation here, the wheels start turning into your favor, darling, once you put this situation to a close, Taurus. Again, you cannot. I keep on being shown a butterfly trying to carry like the old ripped up cocoon, darling. And so I feel like for some of you guys, Taurus, you've been clinging on to this situation. You're just like, no, like we can be successful together. We can do this. We can build this empire together with that King of Pentacles that I pulled for you. Remember? And I feel like it's just ran its course. You have to. I just feel as if Taurus, you guys had to do some spring cleaning to really allow yourself to live in your highest potential, if that makes sense, Taurus. With this Wheel of Fortune, Page of Pentacles, and Hanged Man here, it's just like there does need to be some type of change of pace for you. So, you know, this sense of commitment towards commitment towards a new opportunity, Taurus. You know, with this Page of Coins here, it does showcase this sense of just like bringing in new energies. That's what pages represent, as new energies, darling, right? But you only see these new energies by having that Hanged Man moment, right? Really taking a chance on something. I'm kind of shocked that we haven't pulled the Fool card for you, Taurus, because I feel like this is very much so like y'all would identify with the Fool's journey. We have here the Four of Cups coming in here, and so this is a sense of where let's do one more, and the Ace of Pentacles. And so, Taurus, for you guys, this is one of those situations that do not let this opportunity pass you by, right? Do not allow this Ace of Pentacles, which is what the Page of Pentacles is offering up to you, right? Is that Ace of Pentacles. Do not allow this profitable situation, this profitable opportunity that is coming towards you, Taurus, which I feel like you kind of already have a sense to this. For some of you guys, I feel as if like you're just, again, it's the sense of Taurus where you're just like, no, like come on, come with me, darling, come with me. We can build something beautiful together. But I feel as if like if you do not take up on this opportunity because you're trying so hard to cling on to the old ways of doing things, it's going to pass you by, Taurus. I do have to be honest, right? Nothing is promised to an individual, and it's this sense of where just like, you know, like who are you trying to prove it to, right? It's this sense of someone doesn't want to leave, someone doesn't want to like, you know, continue to up level as you are, Taurus. That's the decision that they have to make, and that does make you a bad person from choosing to grab up at an opportunity and move on. And you know, I just feels like you have outgrown a situation, essentially, Taurus, is what I'm trying to say. So we have enough of that to give these cards to Miss Aretha Franklin and Barbara Walters, darling. And then we're going to be getting into your spirit guide messages now, Taurus. Let's see what insight your spirit guides, your ancestors, guardian angels. Let's see what tarot insight they have for you today, my beautiful Taurus. So we have the Temperance card stepping in here with the Queen of Wands, darling. This makes so much sense to you guys, for y'all's reading rather. And the Magician card coming in here. And so Taurus, you kind of have to get out of this wishy-washy state that you've been in, right? I'm not calling you wishy-washy. I guess it's a lack of bad verbiage on my part, Taurus, but it's this sense of where it's just like you're half in and half out. You know, it's this sense of like shit or get off the pot, or piss or get off the pot. One of those two, darling. It's get off the pots, darling. Commit to whatever it is that you're doing, or get off, right? You know, you have to ask yourself, Taurus, when are you ready to really start creating something for your life, right? And it's all independent energy. That's the theme here with the Queen of Wands and the Magician, is like they're both extremely independent energies. And while it's ideal to be like, oh no, we can do this as a team, we can go up together, we can have this fabulous glow up together, right? It's not realistic at this point in time. I have to be honest, Taurus, is like it's me filling you guys with a bunch of hopes and promises that I don't see coming is doing no one a service. It's in fact doing you a disservice. And with this Temperance card here, it just showcases to me that you guys have just been way too patient, right? You've been way too patient with this situation. And so you have to be honor your inner Queen of Wands and really take that chance, really go after what drives you. You know, the Queen of Wands is a card where it's just like, I'm going to be going on this journey, y'all. Now you're welcome to join me, but if you can't keep up, then I'm not going to slow down, right? Because you're busy trying to create the reality, the life that you want to create for yourself, Taurus, right? And I feel like you need to keep with that energy. Eight of Wands here. I do definitely see travel for you guys. And the Two of Pentacles following you guys. So truly, Taurus, you need to get over this, whatever this internal guilt that you're feeling with, with moving on from something, with really just outgrowing a situation. It feels like you just outgrown a situation. You've outgrown a person, Taurus. And it's just like you need to just keep it moving. It does feel as if you continue clinging on to this energy that ideally, yes, it'd be so fabulous if they were part of your life and really are able to keep up with you. But, you're doing no one but yourself a disservice by slowing yourself down just so this other person can keep up with you. You're doing nothing but stunting your own growth. Now, that doesn't mean that it's permanent, Taurus, right? It doesn't mean like just because you really want this portion of your story to be part of your success, doesn't mean that it's like forever no longer going to be part of it, right? It just means we're at this current time that it just isn't time for it, right? Maybe at some point down the road, they'll catch up onto your spiritual path, onto your journey. But first quarter moon, your commitment's being tested, right? How badly do you want this, Taurus? How badly do you truly want to claim your own power, right? Do you want it badly enough that you're willing to let go of things that, getting out of your comfort zone, letting go of situations that are no longer servicing you, Taurus? Or do you not want it bad enough that you're willing to just like allow this opportunity to slide by you, right? I've always, Taurus, let's have a real talk for a moment, Taurus, right? No matter what it is, I've always had a vision for myself in the future I've wanted to create for myself since I was a little kid. I didn't know what it looked like. I just knew that I wanted to create something for myself. And I've never allowed any type of situation, any type of person to keep me back from the ultimate goal that I've wanted for myself. Even if it means I have to let go of people that I've clearly outgrown, right? Doesn't mean they're bad people. It just means that I have a vision for myself and I'm not going to allow other people to water down that vision or to keep me from that vision, And I feel as if you guys need to just have a pep talk with yourself, Taurus, and be like, is this person, is this situation, commitment to this situation really worth you sacrificing the life that you want to create for yourself? So, Taurus, let's see how people are perceiving you during this week as well. King of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and Seven of Swords, baby. And so the people that are perceiving you right now, Taurus, I have to, again, honesty is the policy, darling. They're not going to be happy with your choices. You might be coming off as a little bit cutthroat, darling Taurus, but I mean that's a similarity that all leaders have in common. All people that are trying to create a goal for themselves, you're not going to be able to ask a single person that's successful in their life, and they're not going to be able to tell you that it's just like, oh yeah, there's not. Everyone develops some type of enemy. Everyone develops haters, darling, right? Especially when you hurt their feelings, especially and I do see like you might end up hurting their feelings, darling, but that's just the case. That's just the reality. You're not going to be able to please everybody. But again, remember, don't let your pride get in the way, Taurus, because it's just like, yourself best. Don't allow other people's perceptions to define you, right? That this time you're going to come off as cutthroat, but that's okay. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means that they don't understand, they don't see your vision, and that's okay. It's not your job to have them see your vision. It's your job to make that vision a reality so then they can eventually see it at some point. And maybe by then, once they're able to see it, it's up to you, darling, to be like, oh, well, it's too little too late, darling. Or maybe it's not too little too late. Maybe they'll be willing to change, free will and all that, darling. But end of the day, Taurus, do not do yourself a disservice at this time just because you are being a little bit too loyal to energies that are not matching that energy, that loyalty to you. Remember that all of us are trying to go after certain things in our lives, and the greatest gift that you can do for yourself is to create the life that you want. Because when good people have good things happen to them, it just means those good people are going to be able to do good for other people in the whole big picture. I hope that makes sense, right? When good people have the opportunity to have good things happen to them, those good people are going to share in that, take that opportunity and share in that goodness and really spread positivity, right? You should never feel insecure about going after your goals unless your goals are something that would be a detriment to other people, right? I never feel bad about letting go of people, letting go of situations that are no longer a service to me, because I know in the big picture what it is that I'm trying to accomplish is going to help and heal so many people in the long run, and that's what keeps me going. So even if we have Billy Joe over here and Miss Ashley Karen over here trying to tell me how I'm a manipulative person, bad person, cutthroat, whatever, I mean, girl, that's fine, right? You allow, those opinions are not paying my bills. Those opinions are not going after elevating me and elevating whatever it is that you're trying to create, right? So just remind yourself of that. You know, everyone is an asshole to somebody, and that's just the reality, Taurus, right? But I'm sorry, Taurus. Well, no, I am not sorry. I feel like you guys needed to have like that tough love conversation, but I hope I didn't hurt, and that's not my intention having you guys have hurt feelings or anything like that. So I do apologize if I did. But you know, someone has to tell you the truth, darling. Someone has to just give it to you good, because I know, Taurus, there's so much potential that you have going on here, darling, right? And someone has to really give you that extra nudge, I feel. So I love you so much, Taurus. Hopefully you found some cards that resonated with you in this weekly reading. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you'd like. As well as remember, if you would like to book a private personal reading with me, SimplyVelca.com. Next to my social medias, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all of that to just being Simply Velca, darling. Until next time, Taurus, I love you so much. Bye.